How's it going, everyone? Grim here with another unboxing, and today I'd like to unbox for you the Warhammer 40K Grey Knight Nemesis Dreadknight. So as you can see, this particular kit does not have two, it only has one, because the unit itself can only have one model in the unit. But as you can see, this is one badass looking model, right? The Nemesis Dreadknight. Right? Look how awesome that thing looks. And what's even more awesome about it is that it has a lot of different weapon loadout options, right? Between, bolter guns and flamers and some kind of giant ass cannon. You can either do a big ass sword or a big ass hammer if you want to evoke Thor, right? Look at that. All right, so this particular model, like I said, it is one model per unit. So by current rules, you can only have 3 of these in your army. It is a heavy roll unit, and it has a movement 9, weapon skill 3+, ballistic skills 3+, strength 6, toughness 6, wounds 13. 13 wounds, pretty good. 5 attacks, because it's got this wonderful melee weapon here, or you can do the hammer thing. It's got 5 attacks, leadership 8, and a strength save of 2+. Right? It's currently 130 points in 9th edition rules, and you can have this Dreadknight that has basically fists as melee weapons, or you can put on the Gatling silencer, which is this Gatling gun thing here, right? You can have a flamer, heavy incinerator, right? You can have the great sword. You can have the demon. Oh, it's on the back. Sorry, the demon great hammer, right? So that's pretty cool. All right. Another interesting thing about this one is that it can teleport. It has the teleporter keyword. So in the middle of the game, from what I understand, you can try and bamf this off the board and bring it in to strategic reserves in your next turn. So that's kind of cool if you need to use that strategically. Very much like the Terminators that have that deep strike capability. This has that capability. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox this psyker heavy unit. Ooh, so here we go. This is an older kit, right? You can tell by the design of the box, this particular one is older. And there's all the instructions, the different loadouts you can make. So if you're a magnet guru and you like to magnetize your models like I do, this is a wet dream of magnetization options. Look at that. All these different magnetization options. That's awesome. Continue on this back of the instructions here to make the body. All right. Now, I don't play Grey Knights, but if I did, or I don't know, when I start, I think this is a really cool model to include in your army, in my opinion. So let's look at here. Let's look at the kit here. So we can see here, right? This is what looks to be pretty much the main body, the torso of this mecha type thing, right? So these are the legs of the actual Space Marine that sits inside this thing. Well, kind of inside. It's not really inside. As you can see from this model, he's kind of harnessed in. I know a lot of people joke that this is what they call the baby carrier, right? Because he kind of looks like a baby in a baby carrier. Kind of reminds you of Ripley when she's in that loader, that giant mecha loader in the Aliens movie. So that's what it is. But I think some people laugh. They say it's kind of funny looking like that. But I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. You can kind of see here too where he's got these controllers, right? that control the arms. So as he moves the arms themselves move. And this is indicative of a lot of other models, like the Paragon Warsuits for the Sisters of Battle and Morvenval. They have that. So if you look at this, right? Here's a Paragon Warsuit. Same thing. The sister is actually inside. It's much smaller than the Dreadknight. The Dreadknight's much bigger, but then you can kind of see where the sister is inside this mecha type thing. And she's got these controllers in her hand. So as she moves her hands, right, the robot's hands will move. That type of thing. So yeah, it's there's a lot of models out there that have that design. All right, I digress. So let's go ahead and look at the second. Ooh. Oh, when they put this in the box, they just kind of bent it in half and shoved it in. All right, so here's the second sprue in this 3 sprue set. These are the legs, clearly. All right. And you know what's interesting about the Grey Knights is I noticed a lot of their armor. Oh, I have it upside down. A lot of the armor is designed to have these words, these inspiring words, embossed into the armor, right? Terra. Now, that's the crotch plate, interestingly enough. Right there. So this one has Titan, so I get... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not the crotch plate. That's the knee guard, Terra. And so there is a crotch plate that says Titan, which is even more funny than the crotch plate saying Terra. I think that's... He's thinking quite highly of himself to put Titan on his crotch plate. But who knows? Maybe he is a Titan down there. Okay, this is the other side. Mortis. Aegis is the other kneecap. Right, so that's all the leg stuff there. And then the third of the 3 sprue set is the arms and weapons. Here's that great sword. Here's that hammer, right? Belt fed here. This is probably for it's probably for the Gatling cannon. So that's kind of cool there. Now, if you look at this, I want you guys to pay attention or make note of this. This is the arms, right? These are the arms. So obviously it's half of the arm. But see how the shoulder is ball jointed? So this doesn't move, right? The elbow doesn't move. Got it. But the shoulder's ball jointed so that you have the ability to build this model with the arms kind of, you know, posed sort of the way you want, right? There, you have some limited movability options there in terms of how you pose the arm. So I think that's cool. I really think that's a nice touch that this particular model, because it is a big honking mecha type model, that it has that ability to do the ball joint thing. Okay, a lot of the Dreadknights, not Dreadknights, sorry, the Dreadnoughts, right? Like the Contemptor Dreadnought for the Adeptus Custodes, or the Telemon Dreadnought, have these ball joints for the shoulders. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So if you have this Telemon, right, and I've magnetized this, but basically it's kind of got this ball joint thing that kind of would sit in here, and you could pose it however you wanted. Now I made it, oh, paper fell down. I made it so that it's magnetized, so I can move it around like that. But if you were to glue it, it was designed to be able to glue in all different poses because of that ball joint. So a lot of the bigger mecha type things have that, and I think that's cool that this Dreadknight also has it. Base. All right, so that is pretty much it. An unboxing of the Warhammer 40K Grey Knight Nemesis Dreadknight. A really cool looking model in my opinion. I know the audience is divided on whether it looks too silly or how it looks, but I like it. I think it's cool. As usual, if I said anything that was incorrect, please leave a comment. share your knowledge with everybody else watching. If you want to make a comment about how to build this thing, the magnetization options, the posability, right? Maybe some special strategies or tactics that you use when you play this in the game, 9th edition game, leave a comment. Otherwise, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, Grim out.